Assalamualaikum warahmatullahi wabarakatuh, students and physics enthusiasts. Here's another problem on resistance inductance or RL circuit, focusing on the exponential growth of current. What is the role of an inductor in an RL DC circuit with an EMF source? Find out by sticking around. Watch and learn. The problem is, in the circuit shown in figure 1, the switch S has been open for a long time and is suddenly closed. Neither the battery nor the inductors have any appreciable resistance. What do the ammeter and the voltmeter read? Letter A, just after the switch S is closed. Letter B, after the switch S has been closed. Very long time. And in letter C, 0.115 millisecond after the switch S is closed. So as shown in the circuit diagram of figure 1, we have the EMF of an ideal battery, meaning it has no internal resistance, equal to 20.0 volts. Okay, so two external resistors are connected in series. Okay, with the battery. Resistor 1 has a resistance of 50.0 ohms, while resistor 2, okay, has a resistance of 25.0 ohms. Now, three inductors are connected as shown in this diagram. Okay, the 12.0 and 15.0 millihenry inductance or inductors are actually connected in series, and their combination, okay, is connected, okay, parallel to the 18.0 millihenry inductor. Okay, but when these three inductors are combined, okay, the total inductance, okay, happens to be in series, all right, to the two resistors as well as to the battery. Okay, our target variables are the ammeter and the voltmeter readings. Okay, as emphasized in the circuit diagram, we have here the ammeter, okay, and the voltmeter. So in part A, what is the ammeter reading as well as the voltmeter reading just after the switch S is closed? And in part B, after the switch S has been closed a very long time, the same question, what are the ammeter and the voltmeter readings? And in part C, okay, at an instant t equals 0.115 milliseconds, after the switch S is closed. Okay, what are the ammeter and the voltmeter readings? All right, so moving on to our solution. Okay, in answering our question in part A, we first review, okay, what we discussed in the past upload, okay, where we also had this uh, graph representing the current growth in an RL circuit, okay? And for simplicity, okay, let's assume that the resistance here, big R, okay, is the combined resistance of the two original resistors. And the inductance or inductor here represents the total inductance of uh, the three inductors in the original diagram, right? So uh, the current versus time graph shows a curve, okay, which suggests that the uh, the current, okay, as a function of time is exponential, okay, suggesting that at time equals zero, um, the uh, the current equals zero, and as time passes, okay, there is a very fast increase in the current, okay, but after some time, the increase in the current uh, becomes smaller and smaller until uh, the current approaches a maximum steady value, okay, which is equal to the amount of EMF in the battery divided by the resistance big R. Okay, so we emphasize that time equals zero, the current I equals zero, and that the rate of increase in the current di over dt, okay, can be defined as the amount of uh, EMF or epsilon divided by the inductance capital L. Okay, so this brings us to our answers to the question in part A, where we say that the ammeter reading is equal to zero, while the voltmeter reading is equal to 20.0 volt. Okay, why? So you'll notice that in our diagram, the ammeter connected in series with the battery measures the actual current generated by the battery, of course, right? And since we said that there is no current at time equals zero, that is just as we complete the circuit, meaning the switch S is closed, right? Now for the voltmeter, since there is no current, the wire that connects the voltmeter to the to the battery becomes an ordinary ideal wire where there is no current. So naturally, the voltmeter will read the actual EMF of the battery equal to 20.0 volts, right? So this is as if the three inductors are not present, okay, or not included in our circuit. Now, in part B, Okay. After the switch has been closed for a long time, okay, we say based on our curve earlier, okay, there is no more change in the current because the current now becomes a maximum at a steady value, right? And it is determined by simply dividing the EMF of the battery divided by its resistance big R. Okay. Um, which is of course 20.0 volts. That's the value of epsilon divided by 75.0 ohms. This is the combined resistance of the two resistors, 50.0 ohm plus 25.0 ohm. So their sum is 75.0 ohms since they are in series to the battery. So when you do our math, okay, we obtain the maximum steady value of the current, capital I, equal to 0.267 amperes. And this is what the ammeter will now read. Okay, a steady current equal to 0.267 amperes. Now, what about the voltmeter reading? Okay, since long after the switch has been closed, there is no more change of the current because the current becomes constant. And uh, the what you call the inductors can only induce an EMF, okay, if there if there is okay, a change in the current. But since the current is constant, that means uh, there is no EMF. All right, there is no EMF induced, okay, in the inductor, which means that the voltmeter will read 0 volt. Okay, 0 volt, okay, as the voltmeter reading, and 0.267 amperes for the ammeter reading. Before we can answer the question in part C, okay, we need to determine the total inductance in this circuit. Okay, so we start by getting the sum of the 12.0 millihenry inductor and the 15.0 millihenry inductor. Since they are in series, so we just add them directly. Okay, 12.0 plus 15.0, which is of course equal to 27.0 millihenry. And this 27.0 millihenry, okay, which is the combined um, inductance, okay, of the first two inductors in series, happens to be parallel to the third inductance, 18.0 millihenry. Okay, so in getting the combination of two resistors, two inductors that are parallel, okay, we get the total by applying the reciprocal formula, just like the way we determine the total resistance, okay, for resistors in parallel. Again, for simplicity, we're going to use the product over sum formula. Okay, that is the total inductance, capital L, is equal to the product of the 18.0 millihenry inductance and the combined inductance 27.0 millihenry. Okay, so we multiply this and then divide by their sum. Their sum, of course, is 45.0 millihenry. So when you do our math, we get the total inductance, okay, in the whole circuit equal to 10.8 millihenry, which is also the same as 10.8 times 10 raised to the negative 3 Henry. Okay? And again, part of our preparation for determining the uh, instantaneous current, okay, at a certain instant, we also compute here the negative power of the Euler's number, okay, R over L times the time t, or 75.0 ohms divided by 10.8 times 10 to the negative 3 Henry, okay, and then multiplied by the time, all right, or at an instant equal to 0.115 millisecond, which is the same as 0.115 times 10 to the negative 3 seconds. Again, when you do our math, okay, we find the value of R over L times T equal to 0.800. Okay, take note, this number has no specific unit. It's a pure number. So now we can substitute the computed power of the Euler's number, okay, which is negative 0.800. And with the help of your cycle, okay, Euler's number raised to the negative 0.800, okay, is equal to 0.449. And so we can now proceed to part C, computing for the instantaneous current small I, okay, whose formula is epsilon divided by the big R multiplied by open close parenthesis 1 minus Euler's number raised to the negative power R over L times T. Substituting, that is, the instantaneous current small I equals 0.267. Okay, this is the result of dividing the EMF epsilon by the resistance big R, okay, and which will be multiplied by open parenthesis and close parenthesis 1 minus 0.449, which of course will give us the value of the current small I 0.147 amperes, okay, which of course represents the ammeter reading, right? 0.147 amperes. For the voltmeter reading, okay, we use the formula for finding the induced voltage, capital B sub L, which is equal to epsilon minus bracket epsilon times open close parenthesis 1 minus Euler's number raised to the power negative R over L times T. Substituting, we get capital B sub L equals 20.0 volts minus bracket 20.0 volts times 1 minus 0.449. So when you do your math, okay, we first have this simplified equation, BL equals 20.0 volts minus 11.0 volts, which of course is equal to 9.0 volts. Okay, so this is the induced voltage, okay, in the inductor, which is what the voltmeter reads. Voltmeter reading is 9.0 volts. So that concludes our physics tutorial for this topic. Mabuhay. Okay. Certificates in the next episode. MashaAllah. Thank you very much for your indulgence. Please don't forget to subscribe to my YouTube channel. Alhamdulillah.